Hi everyone, it's Shannon and welcome to today's video. So I am back for the third and final installment of the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty for Fall 2025. The sale itself starts Friday, August 29th and then runs through Thursday, September 18th. This is covering the third week, so this is going to be covering Friday, September 12th to Thursday, September 18th. As I did with the prior videos, there will be timestamps below so you can kind of not have to listen to every single day. So if you're looking for a particular day, some insight on any particular products, you can just go down in that timestamp in the day. As I've mentioned in the other videos, I don't think this is the best sale. Honestly, I think this is a kind of one of the worst Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. This is a sale I usually really love. This one I think is kind of blah. The third week I think is the best of all 3 weeks, and there's definitely some good products, but they're few and far between. A lot of good foundations, a lot of good concealers, but that's no eyeshadow palettes, like very little. But yeah, we'll get into it. And then there's a lot of products. I'm gonna say, full disclosure, there's a lot of products I haven't tried. I can't try everything, so I will mention it, you know, if I've tried it or not, and if I have any insight. A lot of things are subjective. Obviously, curl products, I think there's some curl products for curly hair. I'm not gonna have insight to that. Perfumes are very subjective. It's very personal. So I can give you my personal opinion if I like it, but a lot of that's subjective. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the weekly beauty steals, and these are going to be for Friday, September 12th through Thursday, September 18th. And we're going to start with the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Ginseng Collagen Mask, Too Faced Killer Liner 36-Hour Waterproof Gel Eyeliner, Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow Tinted Moisturizer, Polite Society Polite Pops Powder Blush Stick, and then the Dime Luminosity Eye Serum. Okay, so I have only tried 2 products of here. So the Peach and Lily, I love that brand. I haven't tried that collagen mask though, but I personally am interested in that. It's something that I would probably use. I'm probably not going to buy too much. I'm really trying to cut back on my spending, which is why my videos have kind of been few and far between lately. But the Too Faced Killer Eyeliner is fantastic. Like, it's definitely a really good waterproof eyeliner. I've had that in the past. I've had it in different shades. I just don't wear a lot of eyeliner. So, but if you do wear, it's a really great waterproof eyeliner. The Halo Healthy Glow Tinted Moisturizer, I didn't really love it. I didn't really love it. So to me, that's a pass. If you love it, great. But personally, I did not love it. The Polite Society Polite Pops Powder Blush Sticks, I have not used that. The reviews look really good on it. So it's definitely, there's a lot of Polite Society on this in the sale. So if you've been interested in the brand, really great time to pick it up. It does have, they have some really pretty shades, but again, I haven't used that. And then the Dime Luminosity Eye Serum, again, I have not tried it, but I have heard about that serum. I've heard about that serum and I heard it's really good. So I don't need any skincare, but that serum, that eye serum, I've heard a lot about it. So I'd be curious. If I were in the market, I'd probably do a little research to maybe pick it up during the sale. Okay, so now starting with the daily steals, we're going to start with Friday, September 12th, and we have the Benefit Cosmetics BADgal Bang Volumizing Mascara, Lancôme Tinted Ultra Wear All Over Concealer, Urban Decay Face Bond Collection, Dermalogica Select Skincare, Color Wow Travel Size Dream Coat Spray, Bio Ionic 10X 1-inch Styling Iron, Snif Vanilla Vice Perfume, Sunday Riley CEO Glow Face Oil, Rabanne Select Lipsticks, Vacation Select Fragrances, It Brushes for Ulta, Airbrush Soft Focus Blush Brush, and the Beekman 1802 Micellar Milk Froth Cleansing Gel. Okay, so this is actually a really good day for the sale. There's a lot of products here and a lot of good products. So if you're going to be using your points, this might be a good day to utilize your points. The Bad Girl Bang Volumizing Mascara is actually pretty good. I think it's like $28, so it'd be $14. It's a good mascara. It's not necessarily like amazing, but I think it's a good mascara at $14. You know, just depends. It's not one that I've used a lot, but I have used it in the past and I like it. The Tinted concealer I love. I'm wearing it today. I actually wore it in the week 1 and week 2 videos. I'm filming this on different days. But I love this concealer. I have the shade 110. So really great concealer. Love it. It's a really great concealer for mature skin. You know, I have wrinkles. I'm 49 years old. Really, really great concealer. So highly recommend this for the sale. The foundation is going to be, I think, in the first week of the sale. The Urban Decay Face Bond collection. So it's going to include the foundation, which I absolutely love. It's a good medium coverage foundation. I am wearing this today. So I have the shade 12 Light Neutral. I believe I have a video on that, so I'll put it up here if I do. Really good foundation. I like it. One of those that it's medium coverage, but when it's on. Like, this will last me a good while, like all day long. So I really like this foundation. Really great. So I think it's a really great time to pick it up. And I think there's like a luminizer, which I haven't tried, but then there's also their blushes, and the blushes are relatively new. I expect those blushes to go really fast. I expect them to personally, because they're relatively new. I know I've checked them in store and I thought they were really pretty. And so I think, like, if you're interested in any of the blushes, it's a really good price. And I think if anything's gonna like start to sell out and shades are gonna sell out, I would say those blushes are gonna be one of those things. So Dermalogica Select skincare, the items that were there, I've never tried. I do like Dermalogica, but I don't know those products personally. The Color Wow Dream Coat. I actually picked this up. This is a travel size. I believe Ulta only carries the travel size, which is why it's going to be on sale. Usually Sephora might have the larger sizes on sale if they have it. Usually Sephora will offer whatever they have, also 50% off, and maybe add a few items. I actually like the travel size. I think I bought 4 during the last time it was a sale. I think they were $6. I don't know what the price is now. And I bought like 4. I have really long hair. So, and I have actually thick hair. And I get like a good 2 uses out of it. Like putting it completely in my hair. I love these because I do take them on travel. Like when I am on a cruise, I will use this on the cruise because it just helps me like maintain my hair, and especially in the Caribbean. So it's really great. So I actually like the travel sizes, but I think this is something I actually might pick this up because this is something I do use. The styling item, I don't have any information on. The Snif Vanilla Vice. I've never smelled that perfume. I have their Crumble. It's something crumble something. It's crumble something. I have that perfume. I really like it. It's kind of sweet. I'm not a big vanilla person as far as fragrances, but I'd be curious of that. I saw the notes and it sounds very different, not just like pure vanilla. So really great. As far as the perfume itself, I don't know that specific scent, but the brand, the one that I have, really long lasting, just has really great longevity. It's like sweet, but not too sweet. It's just a unique type of favorite. So I think it's like $60 or $65. So it'd be, half that. So I think the price would be great because it'd be a really great price for, especially even for maybe a gift or something. The Sunday Riley C.E.O. Glow Face Oil. I like that. It's not something I used a lot, but I have used it in the past and I liked it. So if you like face oil, that's a good one. The Rabanne Select lipsticks are nice. I've tried them. I think they're okay. They're, not my favorite. I prefer the MAC that was in the second week. The Vacation Select fragrances. These are also pretty new. So this is also a new product. And I actually applied to be part of a campaign for them and I didn't get chosen, unfortunately, but the fragrances looked really nice. I attended like a masterclass about it, and really unique fragrances. So I would be curious about those as well. They look really nice, and I heard feedback that they were everybody really loved the fragrances. I've used the Vacation like sunscreen, and I love the scents. So I would be interested in that if I was in the market for fragrances. I always love it. Cosmetic brushes. So if you need a blush brush, really great one. And then I don't know about that particular cleansing gel, but Beekman 1802 is good. So might be something worth looking into. But I think Friday, September 12th is actually one of the better days. Okay, so next up is Saturday, September 13th, and we have the Estée Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Foundation, Clarins Double Serum Complete Concentrate, NARS Orgasm Blush Collection, It Cosmetics Bye Bye Concealer and Powders, Madison Reed Hair Color Kits, Coach Dreams Moonlight Perfume, Shiseido Benefiance Wrinkle Smoothing Cream, Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Velvet and Lip Liner, DV Root Touch Up and Scalp Serum, Bondi Boost Styling and Treatments, Urban Decay Naked Eyeshadow Stick, and the Chi Lava 4D 1-inch Hairstyling Iron. Okay, another pretty good day considering the sale is not necessarily the best. Okay, Estée Lauder Double Wear, phenomenal foundation. Like even if you go to the outlet, the cosmetic company store outlet, you're gonna get the foundation at 40% off. Like that's what they sell it there at the outlet, and those are like kind of approaching the expiration date. So here you're gonna get probably a better quality, just closer to the manufacturing date, and at 50% off. Like it's just tried and true. It's a really great foundation. I don't have any. I ended up decluttering mine because mine was way past the expiration date and I just have a lot of foundations right now. I do prefer the Charlotte Tilbury for a long-lasting foundation, just personal preference, but the Estée Lauder is like just one of those that's like awesome. It's amazing. The Clarins Double Serum, amazing. They updated it, they reformulated it, and I did receive one in PR. Excellent. I used it. It's fantastic. So if it's a product that you've liked or you've been wanting to try, a really great time to try it. The NARS Orgasm Blush Collection, phenomenal. I have this little palette here. So I have this and I have 3 of the shades. So this is going to be Orgasm, Orgasm Rush, and then Orgasm X. Really 3 great shades. So I'll go ahead and just swatch them really quick just so that you can see. I love all 3 and they're just a really great, my favorite, and I'm actually wearing Orgasm Rush. Like that's my favorite blush of all time. Orgasm is what I wore on my wedding day, and that was 15 years ago. That's when I learned about that. My makeup artist used it and I was hooked. So beautiful blushes, just a great, I love the NARS blushes are phenomenal. So really great. And I love the shade. So, but I love, again, so that's the X, that's the original, and that's the Rush. But it's also all the blushes. I think the Rush was not supposed to be part of the original collection, but then it did become part of the permanent collection. So highly recommend those. Madison Reed Hair Color Kits, have no idea. Coach Dreams Moonlight, I have smelled. I really like it. Again, the Shiseido, the smoothing cream, I think I've tried it at some point, but I don't really remember either way. The Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner, I have their lip liners, it's good. And the Lip Velvet, not my personal preference. I prefer more of a matte lipstick, but I do like those Lip Velvet creams. They're really nice. It's just not my personal preference, but they are really nice. DV right here, Scalp Serum. Love this, love this. I have a 1 ounce. I hope that the larger one is going to be on sale. I love this product. It is so good. It's not like a typical scalp serum that's going to maybe leave your skin oily. It just absorbs, but I can go, it smells amazing. And it's kind of like peppermint minty. It makes me go longer, where I get really oily scalp and I have to wash my hair. So if I start using this like every day, right when I wash my hair, I can go longer with my hair, kind of controlling the oils without drying out my hair. So love this product. I haven't tried the other product, but I highly recommend the scalp serum from DV. Bondi Boost, again, there was like a pre-clarifying treatment I've used. There's a bunch of products in there. There's a lot of treatments, really great line, but I think it was like the pre-treatment, clarifying treatment that you use before shampoo. So if your hair is like really, really oily or greasy, you use that, really helps to clarify your scalp, but they just have a lot of good treatments, also great. Urban Decay eyeshadow sticks, I haven't tried. I think those are fairly new, so I haven't tried those. And then the Chi is a good iron. I've tried that. I have a GHD, which I preferred, but it's going to be much more expensive. But I think that next is Sunday, September 14th. And we're going to start with the Ulta Beauty Collection makeup brushes. Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizers, Laura Mercier Real Flawless Perfecting Foundation, Lanza Select Treatments, Smashbox The Original Photo Finish Primer, Sarah Vital Advanced Anti-Aging Supplement, First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, Dibs Beauty Love Beam Face and Body Setting Spray, Pattern Styling Cream and Leave-In Conditioner, Grande Cosmetics Grande Brow Enhancing Serum, Lake and Sky 1111 Azure Perfume, and Gamma Italy Professional Entire Brand. Okay, so the Gamma I've never tried, so I've heard that brand is really good, but I've never tried it. The Ulta Beauty Collection makeup brushes, I was just kind of glancing at them. They look like they're kind of knockoffs of the Rare Beauty ones. However, the reviews were mixed. So I would say if you're looking at those, go in store and check them out first or read the reviews, because I would be curious. They looked to be good, but the reviews were mixed. So just FYI. Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizers. Those are good. I mean, those have been around forever, but I think that they're really good. I've tried them before. Not necessarily my favorite. I think I need a little something more now that I'm older. But when I was in my 20s, I mean, I think that was around, or maybe early 30s, and it worked. It was good. Laura Mercier, I haven't tried that foundation, so can't speak to that. I like Lanza. The product that I use, I think it's like the Silk Serum, it doesn't look like it's going to be on sale, which was a disappointment, but their products are really good. But the ones that I saw that were listed aren't any that I have used. Smashbox, I love that primer. I know it's kind of like the OG and it's been around forever, and a lot of people don't like it because it's silicone-y. I love that primer. I love the way it like gives me, it doesn't really necessarily wear great on under every foundation, but I really like the way that primer. I haven't used it in a while though, I'll be honest. I haven't used it in a while. I usually get like a free sample and I'll use it sometimes, and I'm like, man, I haven't bought this. Like, it's a really good primer, but I always like that primer. Then we have Sarah Vital. Okay, so I talk about this. It's always on sale during the sale. It's a really great supplement. But with a supplement like that, it's something that you have to take long term. And if you see negative reviews, it's like, oh, I took this for a month or 2 months and I didn't see any difference. Well, you're not going to see any difference. It's something that you're going to have to take for 3 to 6 months. So if you're interested in buying it, I would buy at least 3 months, probably 6 months, because then it's going to be on sale in the next sale, because it's always on sale during the sale. But it's a really great price to get it. It's a really great supplement, but it's something that you have to take long term. So unless you're really going to wanting to put that investment in it, then don't buy it. Don't get it for like 30 days and think you're going to see results. You're not. The First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, fantastic. If you are getting any sort of treatments, or when I get the laser done, that's the cream that I use. And when I say it is ultra repair, it really helps, speeds up my recovery. Once I am able and clear to put on a natural like cream to help, it is amazing. It is amazing. I will use it. Or if I start using tretinoin, I just started using tretinoin and started getting dry, I have that. I don't use it every day, but when I have dry patches or I am doing some sort of treatment and I get a reaction, that is truly an ultra repair cream. I always have some of it on hand, because just in case I ever need it. It's amazing. Dibs Beauty, the face and body spray, I have no idea. Pattern, that's what I was saying. It's a curl product. I've heard really great things about it, but I'm got straight hair, so I've never used their brand. Grande Cosmetics Grande Brow, fantastic. There was a time when I was having issues with my thyroid and I started losing my hair on the outer end of my brows, and I started using that. Obviously I did get my thyroid in check, but my brows weren't growing back in, and I started using that, and that definitely really helped. Lake and Sky 1111 Azure. I have the Lake and Sky 1111. Amazing perfume. I absolutely love it. 1111 is kind of like their signature fragrance, and the Azure is supposed to be like its spin off of like an ocean, off of that like the ocean version of that scent. I would be curious about that one, because I love the 1111 perfume. It's fantastic, great longevity, beautiful bottle, like just love it. So I would be interested in that if I were going to buy a perfume. And I already mentioned that I don't know anything about the Gamma. I've never used it. But then again, that one is actually a pretty good day as well. Okay, next up is Monday, September 15th, and we're gonna start with the Beekman 1802 Milkshake Mist, Rabanne Select Advanced Climate Control Collection, Bumble and Bumble Spray de Mode Hairspray, Patchology 5-Pack Eye Gels, Donna Karan Select Fragrances, It Brushes for Ulta, Your Superheroes Travel Makeup Brush Set, PMD Pro Microdermabrasion Tool, Proactive Post Blemish 10% Vitamin C Serum, Ahava Multivitamin C Plus Firming Serum, Moon Dissolving Whitening Strips, Karanique shampoo and conditioners, and the Nabla Close Up Blurring Powder Blush. Okay, so this particular day, I have very little insight, so I'm gonna be very honest. Don't know anything about the milkshake mist. And I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Rabanne. I don't know anything about that. I've used products of theirs, but I didn't recognize anything that I had used in the past. Bumble and Bumble, I've used their hairspray, but I don't know if it's that one, and I don't think it is. The Patchology, their eye pack gels, their eye gels are really good. I really do like them. I've just talked about this before, that I have a bunch of eye gels and then I never end up using them, but those are really good. So if you are someone that does actually use them, I think they're great. I just never get around to using them. Donna Karan Select Fragrances, have no idea. It brushes I've talked about, always good. They're really great, and the makeup brush set is going to be a good if you need it. The PMD Pro Microdermabrasion Tool, I have used that. I own it. I think it's great. It's just one of those things that I purchased. I think I did purchase it during a past sale, and I maybe used it a couple times, and that's it. It works really, really well if you use it. I am one of those people that I buy tools and with all the intention to be using them, and if it's not very, very simple, like the Dr. Gross, LED mask, which I use every day, it's just, I'm very bad at using those types of tools. So really great tool if you're going to use it. Proactive, I've never used that, but obviously that is a good brand, so might be checking it. Haven't used the Ahava. The Moon Dissolving Whitening Strips is fantastic. I actually have the case. Again, it's one of those things where I don't take the time to use it. I might be picking up some whitening strips because I do have the blue light thing, and then you use it with the whitening strips. You can use it with and without, but it helps with, and but they are really good. I do really like them, so that I can speak of. The other two products I don't. However, the Nabla blushes, again, that is a product that I think is going to do very well. I think they're relatively new, and Nabla always does really well during the sale when they do offer stuff. So I know they're offering some lip products at some point, and these blushes, I expect that these are probably, at least some of the shades will sell out, and will sell out rather quickly. Okay, moving on to Tuesday, September 16th, we have Unite Hairstyling Products, Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick, Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara, Rodan & Fields Redefine Multifunction Eye Cream, Kula Classic Face Mist and Tan Firming Lotion, 1821 Man-Made Entire Brand, Blind Barber Select Products, Iconic London Silk Glow Duo Blush and Highlight, It Brushes for Ulta Airbrush Powder Bronzer Brush number 150, Bevel Select Products, American Crew Shampoo and Conditioner, and then the Oak Essentials Renew Face Polish. Okay, so I actually don't have a lot of insight here. Unite Hairstyling I've never used. Stila All Day Liquid Lipsticks. If you like a good liquid lipstick, it's been around forever. It is a really good one. It's a little bit on the drying side, but not too drying. But I do like those, and those, if there's a shade you like, they're good. It's been around forever, right? So I think if you know that, you either know it or you like it. Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara, again, it's been around forever. It is a really good one. I use that mascara for a very, very long time. It's a really great mascara. Rodan & Fields, I've never used it. The Kula Classic Face Mist, I actually don't like that product. I love Kula. That one I don't. I prefer the spray from Naked Sundays, and there's a newer one that I just got as well that I prefer. I can't remember the name, but I don't like that SPF face. I just don't know why. It's just a personal preference. I've never tried. That's like a self-tanning cream that's also supposed to be body firming. I can't speak to that, but as far as the face mist, it's not my fan. The 1821 Man-Made Entire Brand, and then the Blind Barber. I remember, I think it was the Blind Barber, there was a product that I was looking for my son to do his hair. And when I went to buy it, it was sold out. Like a lot of those items were sold out. So I need to look at it again. I never used them, so I can't speak of it. But I remember seeing that today, this is the day that there's all the male products, like American Crew, all the male hair products are offered on this day. But I just remember that some of the items did sell out. Iconic London, the Silk Glow Duo, the blush and highlight. That's a really big highlight. I would rather, if it was 2 blushes, I would say like it's worth it. I think that's a pass. They look really pretty, but I just think I don't like it when it's a big, it's a blush and a really big highlight. So personal preference. It brushes again, bronzer brush. It's going to be great. The Bevel products. I bought the last sale. There was a shower wash, a body wash, and it was like $5. It's net $10, a big one. I hated it. I was like, when I got it, I was like, oh, it smelled great. And I don't know why, it's supposed to be like moisturizing. It left my skin dry. I ended up throwing it away. I was like, you know what? It was only $5. I ended up trashing it. So if you think like, oh, it's a body wash and I can get it for $5, don't. Like, I ended up throwing it away. So American Crew, again, I've never used it. And then Oak Essentials, again, haven't used it. But that day is like, there's some good products, but there's a lot of like skip products in that group. Okay, next is Wednesday, September 17th, and we're going to start with the IT Cosmetics Select Moisturizers, Kate Somerville Select Products, Joico Select Treatments, Perricone MD Eye Serum and Retinol Renew Serum, Nude Sticks Nude Skin and Nude Screen, OC Undaria Algae Body Wash, Each and Every Deodorant, KVD Beauty Tattoo Pencil Gel Eyeliner, Inner Sense Organic Beauty Hydrating Hair Treatment Mask, and then Nabla Select Lip Treatments. Okay, or let's products. So IT Cosmetics, their moisturizers are great. The Confidence in a Cream is a really good one. I think there's like a night cream too. They're all good. I don't necessarily think they're great, but I think they're good. I used to use the Confidence in a Cream again when I was younger and I didn't need more intense treatment and hydration. I think it's a really good, they're great products. Kate Somerville, I love the products, but the ones that are on sale I've never used, so I can't speak to those. Joico, I think it's pretty much like the entire brand is on sale. Really great brand, so it's just, I've used a lot of their products. I think they're great. Can't really speak to anything specifically, but it's, I've used their products and really like them. So there's a lot to choose from. Perricone MD Eye Serum and Retinol Renew Serum. Those I think I've used them, but I don't really have anything like positive or negative to say. It's kind of like, okay. So probably a pass. Nude Sticks Nude Screen. So this is the Daily Mineral Veil. I have the shade Tint Nude. This is a really great like tinted moisturizer. It looks dark when it comes out, but it blends out, and really, really nice tinted moisturizer. But it also, you can see it's not matte, but it's also not glowy. So this is like, I will use this a lot during the day. I really, really like it. Like if I'm just don't want to put on any other makeup, just kind of put sunscreen, really, really great. So I do like this product. I picked it up in I think the last sale or maybe the previous one. So it's a really great product. I do really like that. The OC Algae Body Wash, I've never used. Each and Every Deodorant, never used. KVD Beauty, again, eyeliner, really great eyeliner. It's gonna stay, really great longevity. Not a big eyeliner person, but if you are, that's a really great one. And then the other two products, Inner Sense, never used it. And then the Nabla, again, I mentioned the blush. I've never used these, but I heard good things about them. The Nabla, I think their lip products are fairly new. So I would expect like that's gonna be one of the more popular products. Personally, I just expect. I'm not picking them up, but I've heard good things about them, and it is a relatively newer product on the market, I believe. Okay, and now we're at the last day of the sale, Thursday, September 18th. We're gonna start with the Clinique Even Better Makeup Foundation, Polite Society Polite Pout Lip Balm, Beauty Bio Glow Facial Pore Cleansing Clarifying Tool, Believe Aqua Balm Depuffing Eye Gel, Dermalogica Clarifying Back Knee Spray, DV Strand Plumping Styling Cream, Tula Overnight Eye Cream, Jane Iredale primers, Indie Lee CoQ10 Toner Mist, It's a 10 Styling Products, Beauty Stat Triple Plump Coconut Milk Serum, and Verb Ghost Shampoo and Conditioner. Okay, so the Even Better Makeup Foundation is, it's a good one. It's like, honestly, I would go, it's very similar to the Urban Decay Vice. I prefer the face balm, but it's, I think it's a really good, you know, medium coverage foundation. Polite Society, I've never tried that. The Pore Cleansing, the tool, the Glow Facial. I actually was sent that in PR recently and I've used it. I really like it. Again, it's one of those products that it's great. It works really, really well if you're going to use it. I've only used it like twice, but the times I've used it, I like it. I really want to start using it more. So again, it's worth it if you're going to use it. If you're like me and you don't really use those types of products as much, then maybe not, but it does work. I will say that. The Belief Eye Balm. I love it. I have it. It's great. So it comes like this, and then you go like, it is a gel. It's not a cream. It's a gel. So you can kind of see it here. It's clear and it absorbs really, really well. I will use this before a cream, especially in the morning when I have puffy eyes. This is like my second one. I got sent one in PR and then I purchased another one. And I have something just fell. I have like hooded eyes, especially in the morning, like they will be really hooded in the morning as I'm puffy. I will use this all over my eye and it definitely really, really helps. So I really like that. I let it absorb and then I will go in with like my rest of my cream, everything else. So really like that product. The Dermalogica Acne Spray. So I buy one personally. I've never tried that. It's $28, will be $14. I get one on Amazon for like 10 bucks and I use it quite a bit. It's just easy to spray. I'm curious, this one I think is 6 ounces. So I'm gonna look at the one that I have on that I get on Amazon. And if it's less than 6 ounces, then I probably will buy that because it's something I do use. But if not, you can get one on Amazon for 10 bucks. So I love Dermalogica, but $28, like full price, is ridiculous. $14 is probably much better. But I don't see much difference between the two products. That's just saying. Tula Overnight Eye Cream. Love Tula. Haven't used that, so I don't know. Jane Iredale primers are really good. I really like Jane Iredale. The primers are really good, especially if you use any of their products. So they're really good primers. You know, definitely more natural. And if you're looking for, what I love about Jane Iredale, if you have like, if you do any treatments, all of her products can be used after like any facial treatments. So if you do like a facial and you have like, you can use it like once you get clearance, you can use a lot of those products. They're very, I don't know what the term is, but you can use them. Indie Lee CoQ10 Toner Mist. I've used it. I've gotten a sample. It's nice, but it's not something that I feel like is necessary. It's a 10 Styling Products. I've used the products, but I didn't recognize anything that stands out to me of the ones that are offered. I don't know the Beauty Stat. And then the Verb Ghost Shampoo and Conditioner. I've actually had that shampoo and conditioner and I really like it. Nothing like outstanding, like but it's a really good, will clean your hair, you know, will not weigh it down, good conditioner, and then not, you know, strip your hair either. So I think it's a really good quality shampoo and conditioner, but that's it. So that's it. That's the last day of the sale. And again, as I mentioned at the beginning in all the videos, this sale is kind of but I do think the third week is the best. The third week is the best, and there's a couple days that definitely stand out. So let me know in the comments below if you're picking up anything. I'm probably picking up very little. I do think there's a couple things I might pick up, but for the most part, I will be trying to spend, you know, use what you have. Don't buy something just because it's on sale. Don't stock up. I've done that in the past and I just end up never using it. But if there's anything that maybe you've been wanting to use or wanting to try, now is a good time to try it. But let me know what you think of the sale in the comments below. And with that, if you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. Bye everyone.